Welcome back to History and Freemasonry, where ancient symbols reveal timeless truths. The hidden gospel, Freemasonry as the allegory of Christ. What if the rituals of Freemasonry were more than tradition? What if they were echoes of the earliest church? A secret gospel, written in symbols, lived in degrees, and hidden in plain sight. In the beginning of a Masonic journey, a man is asked, "Will you seek the light?" That question isn't just ceremonial, it's spiritual. It mirrors the words of Christ in John 8:12. "I am the light of the world. Whoever follows me will not walk in darkness, but will have the light of life." Light in Masonry symbolizes divine truth and enlightenment, just as Jesus claimed to be the light that reveals the path to God. And that path, in Masonry, it's called the Way. In John 14:6, Jesus says clearly, "I am the way, the truth, and the life. No one comes to the Father except through me." From the very start, Freemasonry echoes this sacred journey, a search for light, truth, and the way back to God. In Freemasonry, truth is one of its three great pillars. A Mason is taught to seek truth in all things, not just facts, but divine, moral truth. The gospel echoes this pursuit. Jesus declares in John 8:32, "You will know the truth, and the truth will set you free." Both Freemasonry and Christianity revolve around the search for a word, but not just any word. In Masonic legend, it's the lost word of the master builder, hidden after the death of Hiram Abiff, a symbol of divine knowledge of the ineffable name of God. But in Christianity, that word is found, not lost, in Jesus. John 1:14 says, "The Word became flesh and dwelt among us." Freemasonry builds spiritual temples. The initiate becomes a builder of his soul, refining the rough ashlar into a perfect stone. In 1 Peter 2:5, Christians are called living stones, being built into a spiritual house. Even the blueprint, the Temple of Solomon, is shared. It's not a literal structure, it's allegorical. The temple represents man, the body, the mind, and the soul, meant to be aligned with divine order. In the third degree of Freemasonry, the candidate experiences a dramatic ritual, the raising of the dead Master Hiram A. Biff. It's more than theater, it's resurrection. The soul reborn. It echoes the resurrection of Christ in Matthew 28:6. "He is not here, for he has risen, just as he said." This act of being raised to the sublime degree of Master Mason is an allegory of spiritual rebirth, just as Jesus told Nicodemus in John 3:3, "Unless one is born again, he cannot see the kingdom of God." And what binds Masons together through this journey? Brotherly love, unity. As Jesus commanded in John 13:34, "Love one another as I have loved you." Freemasonry's core value, brotherhood, is rooted in this same love. One brotherhood, one light, one truth. Before there were cathedrals, before Rome built an empire of belief, there was a small circle of men, led by James the Just, the brother of Jesus. This was the original church, Jewish, mystical, initiatory. Some scholars believe this early group preserved secret teachings passed from Jesus himself, esoteric truths veiled from the public. Could Freemasonry be their echo? The Masonic degrees mirror ancient steps of spiritual refinement. They teach discipline, truth, moral purity, and the slow unfolding of divine mysteries, just as Jesus taught in parables, revealing hidden wisdom to those with ears to hear. Even the tools of Masonry, the compass, square, plumb line, are metaphors for moral living, echoing the book of Amos 7:7-8, where God says, "Behold, I am setting a plumb line in the midst of my people." Freemasonry doesn't replace Christ, it points toward him. It's not a rival religion, it's an allegorical mirror of Christianity's deepest truths. So, is Freemasonry a religion? No, not in the conventional sense. However, as a Freemason, I believe it to be the original source. But is it religious? Is it spiritual? Absolutely. Freemasonry may be the last surviving echo of the church before doctrine, before creeds and councils. A path that still whispers, "Seek the light, walk the way, build the temple within." The story of Jesus didn't end at the cross, and maybe, just maybe, it lives on, in symbols, in brotherhood, in the secret language of the builders. Please like, subscribe, and share to spread the knowledge. Thank you.